of the world. It's the center of time. When we shot a rocket into space, we didn't change the calendar. When we invented the time bomb, the atom bomb, we didn't change the calendar. But isn't it amazing that a little baby that came into the world divided time? He divided men. He divided nations. People said, if we have a revival, we'll all be one. I've come to let you know that it was not going to be just one thing that's going to happen just because of a revival. Because in the name of Jesus, at the beginning of his time, he was known nothing to do but divide men. He was not even 2 years old. Herod sent the people out to go and kill every baby because he heard about it. But all of a sudden, I can see Jesus in his infinite wisdom. You must not know about me. Because Herod went out and he killed every baby boy. He killed them. So all of a sudden, there was also already a division. Oh my God. Herod was troubled and all of Jerusalem with him. The last thing he did on the cross was divide men. In his lifetime, he divided men. He went to the synagogue and there was division because of him. Because here it is, you didn't spend all this time preparing and he was just 12, 13, 14 years old. And then all of a sudden you didn't hear nothing about Jesus. All of this time that he was doing was being prepared for ministry. He was off the scene. There was nothing being heard about Jesus. But all of a sudden, I don't know about you, but he had to mature in the word. He had to learn about some things. So if he had to learn and mature and grow in the world, in the word, what does that say about you? Oh my God, because he said, greater work shall we do. So guess what? You got to study to show yourself. My God. So here it is. I don't understand this thing. How did he become sin? Does anybody know that? Who is the question of that? Well, guess what? I don't either. But the thing is, in his infinite wisdom, when he left heaven, and when he put on that... Come on. Take your time. He put on this robe of flesh. Come on. He was on the cross. Yes. And he took on sin. Even to the fact, before he said, my God, why have thou forsaken me? Because his own father turned his back on him because God did not look upon sin. And when he said it, he said, my God, why have thou forsaken me? The thing is, there's nobody in this building, nobody in this church that can think of, now I love my kids, don't get me wrong, but I ain't dying for you on the cross. I don't know none of y'all from Adam, but guess what? I ain't going to a cross for you either. I ain't got it. Matter of fact, I'm not even worthy. Come on. But it had something. I can imagine. Can I use my artistic mind real quick? I can imagine there was a conversation while God was in the throne room. And he was sitting there. Adam been jacked up. Can I make it plain? Adam done jacked up. I need somebody to redeem man. They're killing the animals and they're doing the birth sacrifices and everything. But when I need somebody because Adam done jacked up. And so I can see Jesus walking and he go in the throne room. I hear that you're looking for somebody to go down and redeem man. I know you sent this person here and they failed you. Well, Father, I'll go for you. Well, is it required to die? Oh, God, I'll do it for you. Even in the midst of the garden when he said, by any means, but let this cup pass from me, that was just the human side of Jesus talking. But the spirit was willing. He said, nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Oh, my God. He understands something. He isn't burdened under the cross of wood. He's carrying the sin of the whole world. He's carrying the sin. Here it is, the person that gave strength to the weak. He gave sight to the blind. And all of the strength that he had, even the strength that Samson had, he couldn't bear all of it. He had to take everything on. It wasn't the cross that was making him weary. It was the sin come to do this every year. I come to let you know this is a one-time deal. This is a one-time thing. He is the perfect king. Moses is the greatest prophet, but a greater Moses is now here. He was the wisdom. He has the wisdom of Solomon. He has the patience of Job. He has the self-reliance of Nehemiah. He has the statesmanship of Moses. He has the courage of Joshua. He has the broken heart of Jeremiah. But yet he is in this mad, insane world in which we live still despised and rejected. Did you try to imagine what Jesus was thinking on the road to the cross? I think the earth shook beneath his feet. God draped the son. He took his coat off and said, I can't let nobody look at my son like this. Even though I can't look at him, I ain't going to let nobody else look at him. He would not let anybody see his son bear sin because he became sin for us. When Jesus uttered these three words, it is finished. It is after the 3 hours of the darkness that covered the whole earth. There was a historian in Egypt at the time that he wrote in this right here. Listen, he said, in this awful midday, that was become midnight. In the middle of the day, it became midnight. Either God is suffering or somebody he loves is suffering. Now here it is. This is an account written by a pagan historian, but it somehow made it into the books. Here it is, like the man said, there is nobody in this world that has turned things around. Yes, they got Martin Luther King Day. Yes, they got this and they got that. But here it is that we take a whole week called Holy Week to celebrate the risen Savior. Oh, my God, my God, my God. He is a history changer. He is a calendar changer. He is the rose of Sharon. He is my God. He is my God. He was carrying the cross. And I can imagine he's looking out his right outside of his eye. He's looking at the left side of his eye. I don't see Peter. I don't see John. I don't see Matthew. But I'm all by myself carrying this cross. And not only am I carrying the cross, but now all of a sudden I'm feeling everything with every step of the world. To the point where he fell down and it made somebody else grab the cross for him. All of a sudden, when they put the nail in his right hand, they put the nail in his left hand, they put the nails in his feet, raised him up with a crown of thorns. They crowned him king and they didn't even know it. Y'all thought about that song, you ain't even know it. Somebody even mixed that, it went over your head. You ain't even know it. He's going to do what no man in history ever did. What was finished? Everything that I'm going through, that's finished. Every sickness, that's finished. Every cancer, that's finished. Everything that I can ever think of, that's finished. I can see it right now. But not only is it finished, but he said he is risen. Because he lives inside of me. I can feel him in my hands. I can feel him in my feet. I can feel him all over me. But then all of a sudden, not only is he risen, but he's coming again. Look at somebody and say, you just don't know about me.